Okay, good evening everyone. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, now we are coming for the material. For this evening in our TEFL class, I want to teach you about the TPR. Yeah, so everyone has known about this TPR. Yeah, so it stands for total physical response. Yeah, so in total physical response, this is for our seven meeting. Yeah, so the last meeting before midterm, and after midterm, I would like to give the material. Yeah, actually, the planning was about having the presentation. So let's say maybe the presentation will be given later. Yeah, so I don't know how to give it. Yeah, maybe everyone can make any kind of presentation by using the video, or maybe we can use Zoom, yeah, to present your presentation later. Yeah, but let me think about that first. Yeah, how to use the presentation. Okay, the material that I want to give you for this evening, yeah, the first is what is TPR, and number two, why do we use TPR? Number three, how to apply TPR, and then what are the principle of TPR, and also the characteristic, yeah, of TPR, and teacher and students role in TPR, and activities related to TPR, yeah. And the next is advantages, and of course disadvantages of using this method of total physical response. Okay, there will be around eight materials. So I'm going to tell those material around, yeah, hopefully will be done around 20 minutes. Yeah, so the rest we can use to discuss in the Zoom. Yeah, if it is possible, I will use Zoom, but without camera. So you just listen and then maybe get the presentation from me. Yeah, and this video will be used as the second way. Yeah, if the trouble happen, so I will deliver this video to you. Yeah. Okay. You can see here the picture with the mother and the baby, yeah. So why I put this picture, yeah, the mother and the baby or the kids, yeah. You know the first that the story of TPR, yeah. This was created by Dr. James J. Asher, yeah. So they usually call him Asher, yeah. So Mr. Asher found this method, yeah, this total physical response. It is based upon the way that children learn their mother tongue. Yeah. So the first time when the children, yeah, the baby, yeah, they will learn the mother tongue, yeah, of course from their mother. Parents have language body conversations with their children. So the parent instruct and the child physically respond to this. The parents say, "Look at mommy and give me the ball," or anything, and then the child does so. It means that by using this TPR, we want to stimulate, yeah, the child physical response to our language. So when the mother says something, the children can follow it. Yeah. So if you have maybe brother or you have a nephew, yeah. So you can also give it try, yeah, for him. So you can use this method, yeah, to teach, or maybe indirectly just give command. Yeah, for example, "Hey, can you take me that paper, please?" Yeah. So if he or your nephew didn't understand, then you have to give the model. This one, take the paper, and then you take your paper. So, oh, finally, he will think, Oh, take the paper means ambil kertas. Yeah, it means in this TPR we don't give any translation, but we do the action, yeah, for the model, yeah, and then the student or the learners can follow or can give the response about what we say. Okay, is that clear? Yeah, this is for the story first. Okay, so the first is what is TPR? This is, yeah, you can see the picture. The teacher point one of the student. Maybe he say something to the student, and the student follow the teacher. Yeah, total physical response is a method of teaching language or vocabulary concept. Yeah, by using physical movement to react to verbal input. Of course, we give command or we give something like instruction by using our verbal, yeah, or language. And how to respond? Yeah, of course, the respond is by doing the physical activity. For example, somebody say, "Okay, sit down," and then we sit down. Yeah, if somebody says sit down and then we stand up, it means we don't understand about the language. So in this theory, the teacher want to encourage, improve the students' concept, yeah, especially the vocabulary related about the verb, maybe also about, yeah, anything of the vocabulary that we can use, yeah, to react, yeah, in the physical movement. We have to remember that in learning style there are three style. Yeah, the first is auditory, and then visual, and then kinesthetic. So when you know the kids or the children are very active learners, so we cannot stop them by using one instruction. So we can use this TPR method to make them stop. Okay, now this one is the way, yeah. The process mimic is the way that infants or baby learn their first language, and it reduces student inhibition and lower stress, yeah. So by using this method, yeah, the student has the lower stress. It means they are happy, they enjoy learning because they don't realize that they are learning. They just know that they move from one place to another place, they do one thing to another thing, yeah, and then they just do what the teachers say. And then it can be used also by another activity, not only by having exercise, yeah, we can use maybe another one. So let's see for the next slide, yeah, on students activities in TPR. What is the purpose of TPR? Yeah, the purpose of TPR is to create a brain link between speech and accent to boost language and vocabulary learning. It means that we usually connect our brain, yeah, between speech and accent, because usually people can do the accent but they cannot say it, or the opposite, the children or student can say it but they don't know how to do it. It means they don't understand about the language. Let's say another difficult one, yeah, for example, okay, now uh mix, yeah, mix the book and the pencil together. And then mix, they don't know about how to mix, yeah. What is mix, and then we say mix up, and then you can blah 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 blah, you can give the action, yeah, mix. Or maybe not mix, yeah, maybe mix is better for like giving the process of cooking, yeah, like stir, mix, yeah, maybe like join, yeah, and then many others. And then it attempts to teach language through physical motor activity, like motoric, yeah, physical. So usually when we do this method, student will get maybe tired. Yeah, why they are tired? Because we usually use, yeah, the physical and motoric activity. So they will move, they will jump, they will run, they will do anything based on our instruction. By using TPR, you have an approach that engages the energies of your student, and also you have a tool that create memorable meaning through movement. So they will remember by using, for example, sit down, stand up, jump, yeah, and then move, and then turn back, and then maybe open your book, and then close the door. Yeah, many things that we can instruct for them, and then we'll remember or memorable meaning through movement because they done it, they tried it, they experienced it, then they remember about that. Yeah. And the general objective of TPR are to teach oral proficiency at the beginning level. Why it is a beginning level? Because, yeah, beginning level they don't get many target language at the first time. So we want them to understand first about the instruction. At least if they have known about the instruction, they understand about the instruction, so easily for us to teach them more about another subject or another topic, yeah. And then start from what level and what class? Maybe I think start from playgroup, yeah, playgroup until elementary school, it is fine. But maybe senior or junior high school, it is not too suitable, yeah, depend on the situation. If the junior high school class but they never got an English lesson before, yeah, maybe it is also suitable, yeah. Okay, and then comprehension is a means to an end, yeah, and the ultimate aim is to teach basic speaking skill. Yeah, this is also basic, yeah, very basic speaking skill, like giving instruction. You know that when you giving instruction, so you just use verb without any question, yeah. For example, what, where. So it's like an imperative sentence, yeah, giving instruction using do not, yeah, or maybe don't, or just directly use the verb like open and then do blah blah blah. How to apply TPR? Imperative drills are the major classroom activity in TPR. Like I said before, we do an imperative drill like giving instruction, giving command for the student in order to get the response. Yeah, so we can give instruction and then we check, do they have understood, yeah, do they have understand about, have they got any clear meaning, yeah, from us, or they still confused. If they still confused, it means they don't know, yeah. So if they don't know about the meaning, you can do the model, give the model. Okay, this is the sample illustration about how to apply TPR. Yeah, the first you can perform an action, both demonstrating and saying. For example, I'm brushing my teeth. Okay, this is like teaching a person continuous. For example, yeah, and then be prepared to exaggerate, use gesture, facial expression. Yeah, and then proof props if necessary. Yeah. So after that, call on the student to repeat the action. Okay, I'm brushing my teeth, and then you do the action while you brush your teeth. Maybe your hand in front of the face and in front of your mouth, yeah. And then repeat once more. Okay, I'm brushing my teeth, yeah. And then write the verb phrase on the whiteboard. So you write brushing, and then okay everyone brushing, and then they do uh the brushing activity. Yeah, what is brushing? Yeah, this is brushing. Okay, again, brushing my teeth. Yeah, and then you do again brushing the floor. Okay, brushing the floor, brushing the chair. Okay, and I be brushing the chair and another one. Repeat with other verb and return to them regularly during the semester to check the retention. Yeah, maybe can be during the week, during the month, during the day, depend on the teacher's activity. Okay, now the principle of TPR, yeah. The user of TPR believes that language learners should understand the target language before speaking, yeah. So before they start speak up, yeah, they start speaking up, yeah, they need to know more about the instruction, the commands, yeah. Because if they don't know the command, they will get the problem, yeah, when somebody try to give any command for him or for her. And then language learner can learn through observing action as well as by performing the action themselves. Yeah. So it means that when we do the action and then the student follow our action, yeah, so they can learn through observing action. So they just learn it. So we don't give any translation, we don't give any meaning, but by doing the action, it means that we get the we know that student can learn from that, like that, yeah. Okay, by observing action and performing, they will understand the language they are learning. This is also the same, yeah. So observing action and performing, the meaning of word can be understood by making association between the utterances, yeah, the hear and the action they are observing, yeah. Of course, the utterance they hear from the teacher and the action they are observing from their friends or even from themselves. The meaning of word they may guess will be internalized, yeah, by performing the action in accordance with the commands, yeah. So they can also guess the meaning, yeah, by internalized by performing the action in accordance with the command. Yeah, this is the principle. It means that without translating, just doing the command, and student can learn from that command by observing, yeah, and then also performing the action. So when they perform well and when they perform nicely, we know that that is correct word, yeah. Okay, now the characteristic of TPR. Teacher give the command and the student do or follow it, yeah. And then number two, the games and other fun-filled activities are given. Yeah, actually for TPR not only games, yeah, many things that we can do, but one of them is game, yeah, that is also fine. There is an interaction between the student and the teacher or between the student and another student with the assistant of the teacher. Oral communication is given emphasis, yeah, and there is need to consider the lifestyle and the culture native speaker. The action executed by the student can determine if the meaning of the vocabulary, phrase, or sentence in the target language is correct. And then committing errors is expected from the student, especially when they begin to speak. So teachers need to check in minor errors. If there is a major error, then it can be corrected, yeah, in discrete manner, yeah. And then students' action are observed as far as a form of evaluation. However, it is a formal evaluation. The teacher may give series of commands and students should perform them. The performance of the student can be graded individually by pair or by group, yeah. So for this one, the characteristic can be role play, can be group work, can be individual, yeah, depend on the teacher's instruction. So it means can be teacher to student or student to teacher or student to student. Yeah, this one is the characteristic of giving TPR. Okay, the teacher play an active and direct role in total physical response. This is the role of teacher, yeah. So the teacher is the instructor and he is also the director of the state play in which the students are the actors, yeah. It means because the student the actors, they don't just follow the student's command or instruction. It is the teacher who decide what to teach, what model, yeah, who model and present the new material, who selects supporting material for classroom use. The teacher is encouraged to be well prepared and well organized so that yeah, the lesson flows smoothly and predictably. Okay, so this is the role of teacher. Yeah, so if you have idea to teach TPR, so better you prepare, yeah, first about what are you going to give for the student. Maybe what command, what instruction, yeah, maybe can be used as a warming up too, depend on, yeah. It is good for teaching like maybe simple sorry, present continuous, yeah. Present continuous, maybe part of body, and then maybe also color, yeah, many things, yeah, that we can say for that. And then the roles of student, learners in total physical response have the primary roles of the listener and performer. Yeah, of course they listen first and then they do the performer. And then they listen attentively and respond physically to comments given by the teacher. Learners are required to respond both individually and collectively. Yeah, it means that they can get all and they can just get one, yeah, individually. Learners have little influence over the content of learning, since content is determined by the teacher, who must follow the imperative based format for a lesson. Learners are also expected to recognize and respond to novel combination of previously taught item. Yeah, it means that when the learners get new content, yeah, so they also will need to remember for the previous, yeah, what have they got in the previous lesson. They can use this method, yeah, to remember about the vocabulary or the items. Okay, this one activities related to TPR. The first song and nursery rhymes. Yeah, song like maybe when you have a song of the head, shoulder, knees and toes, like that. Yeah. And then Simon Says, this is also the game, yeah. Simon Says stand up, and then they stand up. Simon Says sit down, sit down. And then when we say okay, sit down, so don't sit down because without Simon Says, yeah. And then circle games, and then a stroll around the classroom, pantomime action and storytelling session, yeah. Of course, also the role play situation can be done. Okay, and what are the benefits of using TPR? Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Students enjoy it, and it can be a real stirrer. Yeah, in the class, like the real way to mix. Yeah, the student, and it lifts the pace and the mood. Yeah, it very easy as a memorable. It will help students to remember phrase or word. It is a good for kinesthetic, yeah, and then who need to be active in the class, yeah. So hyperactive, you can use this method. It can be used in large or small classes. It works well with mixed ability class, so depend on, yeah. It doesn't matter what level they are. So maybe a new beginner or pre-beginner with the beginner, yeah. It doesn't require a lot of preparation. Yeah, just giving comments, so you don't need preparation a lot. But at least you remember what are you going to give for the command. It is very effective with the teenager and the young learners. It involves both left and right brain learning. Yeah, this one is a benefit. Is there a disadvantage? Yeah, of course there is. Yeah. So the first is students who are not used to such thing might find it embarrassing. So they will feel shy maybe. Yeah. So if they are shy, you can involve them first, one by one, step by step, yeah, in following their friends. Yeah, maybe they usually afraid to come forward to stand up. Yeah, maybe just make a little circle. So invite them slowly, yeah, step by step, and it is only really suitable for beginner, yeah, like this is the disadvantage, yeah, not good for all level, yeah, like adults, yeah. But if you want to give for adult, yeah, maybe this is for game for ice breaking only, yeah. It is clear that it's far for useful lower level because the target language lends itself such activities. Yeah, you need to adapt the language accordingly. So depend on the teacher. If you want to use for intermediate fun, you can create or maybe modify the method. Yeah, and then you cannot teach anything with it, and if you use a lot, it would become repetitive. Yeah, of course, every method, yeah, if we always use this every time, yeah, it become repetitive and it is not good for the class. So what are the conclusion? The conclusion, yeah, it is an effective method for teacher to the children on how to follow instruction. This is also teacher should also remember to make careful decision when using communicative language at the beginner, yeah, because they will need to make the TPR activities valid and useful, yeah. So don't just use TPR for maybe to spend the time like that, yeah. So that must be a good objective about what is the TPR objective, yeah, for your class like that. In TPR, classroom warmers, yeah, and games are based either consciously and unconsciously. Then again, it is up to the teacher to decide which method they would like to use in the classroom. Yeah, it's like when they play game. Yeah, of course, they are unconsciously. Yeah, so they don't realize they study. Yeah, but also maybe they can also consciously to have that game and they remember about the activity or the command. Okay, so that is about my explanation for the TPR, yeah, and then I am waiting for your question. If you don't have any question, I would like to give you an activity, yeah. The activity will be given just like a quiz, yeah. Answer the quiz, yeah. I will give you the quizzes after this, yeah. So I hope the time is enough, yeah, because it's been afternoon, so I have to make another activity, yeah, with the other class. Okay, yeah, so that's all, yeah, for this in material video. So hopefully it is clear and you can ask me the question. Yeah, see you for the next discussion. Okay, have a nice day, yeah, and see you.